cassava or cassava flour cannot make chapati. It cannot make Shikomando, therefore it cannot make Rolex. But that goes ahead to just show how disconnected Museveni is from the people. Now you're going to ask me, how do we deal with the revenue lost by removing tax from vegetable oil and wheat? My answer is simple. Cut the classified expenditure in order to accommodate the revenue loss created by a tax exemption on the cooking oil and wheat. Simple. Chichiba chiterede. Now, about the failure of government to deliver public services. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ugandans, the NRM government has failed twice. It failed to raise enough revenue to support the fast-growing population, and it has also failed. It has outrightly stolen and unfairly distributed the little revenue that is collected. The NRM party, because of selective application of tax policy and administration, the taxes collected are not matching the reported size of the economy. The economy is expanding to higher levels, while the few people that are taxed exorbitantly at high tax rates. Now, this is a comparison of Uganda's average revenue expenditure as per GDP with other countries in our league between 2016 and 2020. Uganda has revenue collected as a percentage of GDP. The revenue collected is 13.1%. And total expenditure as of percentage of GDP is 17.4%. Rwanda has total revenue collected of 23.2%. Total spending is 27.5%. Kenya, revenue collected 17.4%. Total spending 24.8%. Senegal, revenue collected 19.9%. Total spending 23.9%. Zambia collected 19.2%, spent 28.1%. Now this is information coming from the International Monetary Fund, the Economic Outlook database of April 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, Uganda has been held hostage by an old man who has no idea whatsoever how to grow domestic revenue without increasing tax rates. Kwegamba Museveni has no idea whatsoever on how to make everyone who earns income pay an equal and proportional share of their income tax. Uganda, on average, between 2016 and 2020, collected 13.1% as of GDP on tax and spent 17.4% of it in total government expenditure. On the other hand, Kenya, Senegal, Zambia, and yes, Rwanda, on average, collected above 20% and spent a little more, almost 30%. So this means that these governments have higher capacity to spend on public goods and services for their citizens, according to the sizes of their revenue and the expenditure when compared to the sizes of their economies. These countries have better health care, they have better education, and yes, life is better there. And now the other tragedy is that even the 12% GDP that is collected is eaten by the dictator and his cronies. A case in point is the current financial year 2021-2022. The presidency, State House, and the Office of the President has already taken 971,504,000,000 shillings, one of the biggest expenditures in the financial year 2021-2022. And after spending all that money on himself, Museveni is advising people to tighten their seatbelts because the prices are going high. During the same financial year 2021-2022, 200 billion has been released for just the preparatory activities of the parish development model. The total amount to be released for the parish model is supposed to be 1 trillion shillings. So what State House is spent is almost the same as the parish development model. So the presidency and the parish model are competing, and we all know who will be the winner at the end of the day. Of course, the presidency will spend more money than the parish model. So far, it is 971 billion for the presidency and 200 billion for the parish model, and the rest is on. When I'm in power, ladies and gentlemen, my wife, my children, and I do not need to spend 1 trillion shillings maintaining our presidency. I mean, we should be like all the presidents that have come before Museveni, who only budgeted for the office of the president, excluding State House. State House, ladies and gentlemen, is just a residence. We should be able to cater for the needs of its occupants, besides the guards who are paid by the Minister of Defense. I mean, a president earns a salary, and that should be enough to take care of his family. Therefore, fellow Ugandans, remember that by removing that extravagant family from our State House, we shall save over 800 billion about agriculture, and in particular coffee. I would like to address the issue of adding value to Uganda's golden bean. And by bean, I mean the coffee bean. Ever since our Shadow Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Abedi Wanika, revealed a secret agreement between government of Uganda and the coffee company called Vinci, which is also connected to the fake Lubowa Hospital project, a lot has been established. There's no doubt that establishment of a soluble coffee factory that produces instant coffee like Nescafe is a great achievement. The National Development Plan supports the establishment of such a factory. In fact, every Ugandan should be in support of establishing such a factory because, one, it improves the